So our first step is going to be grabbing the instrument with our left hand. So with our left hand, we're gonna go ahead and grab the shoulder. Now it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed, we're still gonna use our left hand. So from here, we're gonna lift and gently place on our shoulder. Now we don't want the instrument to be too low and we don't want it to be too high. The violin should be in a place where our jaw comfortably falls into the jaw rest. So now we want to think about the weight of our head. We should be using a heavy head to support the instrument. That doesn't mean crushing the violin between your shoulder and your head or putting no weight at all. We should be using the weight of our head to place in the jaw rest. This allows our left hand to not have to support the instrument. So if we took it away, our violin would still be in the same place. Now we're able to move our left hand back into playing position. And the heavy head is really important because it stabilizes the instrument so that when we start shifting, our left hand doesn't have to put extra pressure to support the instrument. Now that we've set up the violin, let's set up the bow. We're first going to make a good bow hold. Once we have that, we're going to put our bow on the string in between the bridge and the fingerboard. Now if you look at my right arm, you can see that I'm at the square of my arm, and that's this kind of nice angle I've got going here. This is generally a good place to start. Of course, there are exceptions to this. Sometimes we're going to want to start at the tip, and sometimes we're going to want to start at the frog. But generally, the square of the arm is a good place to be. Now, there are also exceptions to being in between the bridge and the fingerboard. Sometimes we're going to want to be closer to the fingerboard to play quieter, and sometimes we're going to want to be closer to the bridge to play more loudly. Now we're ready to play! A good thing to remember is that one of the most important things for playing any instrument is having good posture. So whether you're standing or sitting in a chair, we want to make sure that we always have a straight back. And if you're sitting in a chair, your feet should be flat on the floor and you should not be supported by the back of the chair. A good way to make sure you have a straight back is to roll your shoulders up to your ears and then let them sit where they naturally want to be. This creates a nice straight spine and makes sure that your shoulders are flat to your back.